Hi, and welcome to the 10th part of the GuitarGuy 101 lesson plan, chords. You have two basic chords, minors and majors. Just like minor and major arpeggios, they have the first, the third, and the fifth of the scale in them. Now, instead of playing single notes like scales or arpeggios, you play many notes at once, creating a chord. Let's take the E major chord for example. Now, while I'm playing all 6 strings in this chord, there are only 3 different notes. The first, the third, and the fifth of the E scale. And that would be E, G sharp, and B. The 6 strings are just other instances of these notes. So when I play this E chord, we have the notes E, B, E, G sharp, B, and E. Okay? Only 3 different notes. Here's how you play the chord. First note is going to be E on the low E string and it's open. Second note we're going to play with our middle finger, 2nd fret, that's the B. Third note we're going to play with our ring finger on the D string, 2nd fret, that's another E. And the other note we're going to play is a G sharp, and it's played with our first finger on the G string, 1st fret. And then the next 2 are open strings. That is an E major chord, okay? Now while it is 6 different strings all at once, there's only 3 different notes in there. E, G sharp, and B. It's just something to know. Now let's play the E minor chord. Just like the E major chord, you're just going to release your first finger, dropping the third. So just like arpeggios, the only thing that changes in a minor chord from a major chord is the third. The third in a minor chord is dropped a semitone. So this is our G sharp, this is our third. We're going to drop it a semitone. You play the rest of the chord. The notes are now E, B, E, G, B, and E. Now these are major and minor shapes for chords. These 2 shapes I just played for you. You can move this whole shape up by barring the entire fret with your first finger and playing the shape with the rest of your fingers, like this. Here was my E major shape. Now I'm going to go ahead and, let's say, bar the 3rd fret, okay? And I'm going to bar it with my first finger, and I'm going to press hard, and I'm going to create that E major shape underneath that bar. In the same way I played my E major chord, if I was to bring it up and bar just above the shape that I make the major shape, I'm going to create a bar just above that. So if I do it on the 3rd fret, our bass note is a G. So since this is a major shape, this becomes a G major chord. If we make the minor shape, we drop the 3rd a semitone. This note is the 3rd, so we drop it a semitone, make the minor shape. This becomes a G minor chord. You can move this shape anywhere on the neck. Okay, here's the second pattern for major and minor chords. The major shape we're going to do is going to be with the A chord. Okay, so to play the A chord, A major chord, we're going to start with open A, and then the next string we're going to play on the 2nd fret with our middle finger. Next string, 2nd fret with our ring finger, and next string, 2nd fret with our pinky finger. And the next string is open. And we're going to strum from the A string down. This is the A major shape. Since we start on open A, this is an A major chord. To do the minor shape, we drop the 3rd a semitone and shift our fingers. So, this is the 3rd, this note here on the B string, that is the 3rd of A major. So if we drop it a semitone, we get this note here. That is our minor shape, okay? Now since our root is A, this chord is A minor. We can now move this chord up the neck by barring it. So if I rearrange my fingers so I can bar, let's say, the first fret and create that shape, that will be a minor shape barred. So if we go to the third fret and bar from the A string down, create the minor shape, we are creating a C minor because our bass note is a minor, is a C, sorry. So this is a C minor chord. If we were to make the major shape here, you would find it's difficult to squeeze all of the notes in there. Remember, the major shape was all together on the same fret, so I would have to squeeze all these 3 fingers on the 5th fret like that and leave the top open, the last string open. You might find it's very difficult. So typically when we are barring the major shape, we're going to bar it like this. We're going to bar it with 1 finger. So actually we're not going to bar across the whole 3rd fret. We're going to play that bass note, and then we're going to bar the next 3 notes with our ring finger like this. And we don't play the last note, we mute it, or we just don't strum it. So there's your major shape, the alternate way to play it, and here's your minor shape. Again, these can be moved anywhere up and down the neck to play any major or minor chord you want.